Good morning, students. Open your maths textbook. Open chapter number 6, The Junk Seller. So let's read this chapter today. It's a true story about a lady in Bihar. Let's begin. Have you ever met a kabari wali? A woman who sells junk. This is a true story told by Kiran, who has a junk shop in Patna. So, students, what is a kabari wali? A kabari wali, someone you might have seen. They call them pastiwala here. They buy old things in your house, old metal, old newspaper, and then they resell them further to earn money. And those things are recycled or resold to people who can use them further. So, students, let's begin the story. I studied in a Hindi medium school in my village. My father wanted girls to study like boys. I loved Hindi and science, but hated maths. Today, maths is most useful for my work. I could never imagine this in school. So, इसमें क्या हुआ? किरण was studying in a Hindi medium school. उनके जो पिताजी थे, he wanted them to study like other boys. She loved Hindi and science, but she could not learn maths because it was difficult for her. But today in her business, it is the most useful because she needs to count money. So, students, there are 3 questions. Let's read them. Question number 1. What about you? Do you also find maths difficult? So, the answer to that is no. Maths is a tricky subject. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. But you will write your own answer. Let's look at the second question. What is the most difficult thing in your maths book? Well, students, for me it was trigonometry. When I was in 10th standard, I found that very difficult. So you will look into your textbook and see what is difficult for you and you will write it on your own. Let's look at the third question. What do you think is the easiest lesson? Well, I love addition. I think that's the easiest thing. So for me, addition is the easiest thing. So you will also see what is easy for you. So let's continue with the chapter. When I was young, my father died in an accident. So my mother worked as a servant in some houses. We had a difficult time. I had to leave class after 8th standard. She had to leave school after 8th standard. I wanted to study more, but my mother got me married. My husband's family lived in a mud house. His 2 brothers and his sister did not go to school. He had a tea stall. Okay, let's continue with the chapter. There is a small exercise. Let's do that. Find out how much for a cup of tea. Ask people and your friends or someone at home how much is a cup of tea at a tea stall and at a hotel. So a tea stall is a small tea shop on the roadside and you also get tea at a hotel. So I think at a tea stall approximately a tea will cost you anything between 8 and 10 rupees. So you can write 10 rupees. And in a hotel, a tea will cost you anything about 30 to 40 rupees. So we will write it as 40 rupees, I think. So let's continue. If a person who runs a tea stall earns rupees 30 in a day, how much will he earn in 10 days? And in a month? So let's discuss how to get these answers. So we have 10 days and 30 rupees. So it's simple. You all know multiplication. So we will do 10 multiplied by 30. So he will earn rupees 300. And how much will he earn in 30 days? That is in a month. Let's take 30 days in a month. So again, 30 days into 30. So you can do the multiplication. It's very easy. That comes to rupees 900. Okay. So that is what he will earn in a month. Okay, let's continue. I thought of starting my own business. I thought I should open a bangle shop or a tailor shop. But my uncle said that we could earn a lot by opening a junk shop. In 2001, my mother in law and I opened a junk shop. We took a loan of rupees 8,000 for the shop. Okay, students, before going further, let's do the small exercise. Find out what is a loan. Okay, so what is a loan? Loan is something that you take from the bank. It's an amount of money that you take when you want to purchase a house or start a new business. When you don't have a lot of money and you need extra money, you need to take that money from the bank. So they give you that money and you have to give it back to the bank. In every month you have to pay back little bit by little bit. So that is a loan. So have you ever heard of someone taking a loan? So you might have seen, maybe your father might have taken your uncle or your mother for their business or to buy something. They might have taken money, loan from the bank. So you can ask them. You can also take a loan from your friends. So ask them for what they have taken and write it down here. How much loan was taken? So ask how much loan was taken and how much money was paid back. So maybe they took a loan of 10,000 and how much did they give back? So when you take a loan, you also have to pay a little extra back to the bank. So if you take a loan of rupees 10,000, you have to give them rupees. For example, you might have to pay back rupees 11,000. So 1,000 rupees is their charges, is the bank charge that you need to pay back. Okay, students. So here is an exercise about two friends, Harya and Babu, want to buy a handcart for rupees 300. So they want to buy a handcart. Let's see what happens. I have taken a loan of rupees 300 from a bank for 6 months. I will pay rupees 51 every month to the bank. So students, you do your calculation and see how much he has to pay back to the bank. There is Babu on the other side. So what does he do? But I have taken a loan of rupees 300 from Chunilal. After 6 months, I will pay back rupees 360. So the question is, who has to pay back more, Harya or Babu? You will do this exercise on your own and you will write the answer and you will find out who pays back more. Let's continue with the chapter. People laughed and teased us about our work. They called it ganda kaam or dirty business. But I did not think so. I knew this idea would work. So people laughed at Kiran because they thought that she was doing a dirty work. She was taking old things. But actually, this was a profit-making business. And she saw that. Now we have a pakka house with electricity. We have a fridge, a TV and a gas stove. My husband's brothers and sisters also go to school. So now her husband's brothers and sisters are going to school of my own. I give the rickshaws on rent, each for rupees 20 a day. On Sundays, I do not take any money from them. Imagine, now she has earned so much money that she has 9 rickshaws. And what does she do? She takes 20 rupees a day as rent from the drivers who drive the rickshaws. And on Sunday, she doesn't take any money at all. See how good she is? Let's do the exercise. How much does Kiran earn from 9 rickshaws in a day? So it's a very simple sum. For 1 rickshaw, she gets rupees 20 per day. So for 9 rickshaws, she will earn how much? 9 into rupees 20. That is equal to rupees 180. Isn't that simple? Okay, let's continue. You can see in the picture there are 2 ants who are discussing how they did the sum. They both did the sums in 2 different ways. So one just did a simple method, 9 into 20, and it got 180. Now there's another way to do it, which is a little more difficult. So how did that ant do it? But I find this easier. For 10 rickshaws, she will get rupees 20 into 10. So she got 200 rupees. So for 9 rickshaws, she will get rupees 200 minus 20 rupees. So she minused 1 rickshaw's fees, which is equal to rupees 180. So it's just a longer method. So students, now we will do some mental maths. Very simple. In a week, how much does Kiran earn from one rickshaw? So we know that per day she makes 20 rupees, and in 1 week there are 7 days. So 20 into 7, she makes rupees 140. Let's continue doing the mental maths. Do it mentally and write the answers. Very easy. 2 into 6, you all know 12. 20 into 6. So you will do 2 into 6, 12, and carry forward the 0. So 120. Again, 2 into 60. Simple. 2 into 6 and put the 0 behind the 12. So 120 again. 3 into 42. So 3 into 2, that is 6, and 3 into 4. So 12. So 126. 4 into 8. 4 into 0, 0, and 4 into 8 is 32. So 320. 4 into 81. So 4 into 1 is 4, and 4 into 8 is 32. So you have 324. 9 into 25. 9 into 5 is 45. You will carry forward the 4. So 9 into 2 is 18. 18 plus 4, 22. So the answer is 225. 31 into 9 is equal to 9 into 1 is 9, and 9 into 3, 27. So the answer is 279. So let's continue. I have my own small junk shop. I buy junk from junk collectors. They go from house to house and bring junk on hand carts. I then sell it at the big shop. So let's do the exercises. How much to pay for this junk? Kiran has bought some junk from junk collectors. Look up the rate list to see today's rates. Help Kiran to find out the cost of the junk. How much will Kiran pay for 31 kgs of newspaper? So we know 1 kg of newspaper costs rupees 5. 30 kg costs rupees 5 into 30 is equal to rupees 150. So for 31 kgs she pays rupees 155. Okay students, so let's do the exercises. So here is the rate list. We have for waste paper rupees 4, newspaper rupees 5, iron rupees 12, brass rupees 170, and plastic rupees 10. So Kiran has brought some things to the junk shop. Let's see how much money will she give. So how much money will Kiran pay for rupees 42 of the newspaper? So let's do that. 42 into let's see, the price of newspaper is rupees 5. So 42 into 5. So 5 into 10, 10. You will carry forward 1. 5 into 4, 20, plus 1, 21. So that is 210 rupees. So Kiran will pay for 42 kg newspaper. She will pay 210 rupees. Let's see the next thing. For 22 kilograms of plastic. So 22, let's see, plastic is how much? Plastic is 10 rupees. So this is simple. 22 into 10. You will simply take the 0 from the 10 and put it behind 22. So you have 22 kgs of 220 rupees of from the plastic. You will earn rupees 220 from the plastic. Let's see how much she makes from the waste paper. So what is the price of waste paper? It's rupees 4. So 23 kgs into 4. So let's calculate that. 3 into 4, 12. You will carry forward 1. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So that is 92 rupees. So she will earn 92 rupees from the waste paper. And then she has 12 kgs of iron. So let's see the price of iron, that is rupees 12. So how much she will earn from that? So 12 into 12. So that is 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 1, 2, and then 1 into 2, 2, 1, 1s are 1. So total she has 144. So she makes 144 rupees from the iron. So what's the next question? Guess the total money Kiran will pay to the junk collector. Will it be more than 600 or less than 600? So let's calculate everything. So from the newspaper she has 210 rupees, plastic 220, waste paper 92, and iron 144. Let's add all that up and see how much she gets. So that comes to total 666. So she pays more than 600 rupees. Okay, let's continue. So they are saying Kiran is smart. Smart Kiran sells the junk. Kiran sells her junk to a big shop. She checks the price on her mobile phone and sells only when she gets a good price. So every now and then the prices of the junks keeps fluctuating. They keep changing. Today she has gone to sell plastic, newspaper, iron and brass at Dinu's big shop. Dinu weighs 32 kg of iron, 4 kg of brass, 152 kg of newspaper and 63 kgs of plastic. Okay students, let's do this exercise. So how much will Dinu pay for 63 kgs of plastic? So on the right hand side in the blue color you can see the price of the plastic. It's rupees 12. So the simple method is the rate of 1 kg plastic is rupees 12. So the cost of 63 kilograms of plastic will be rupees 12 into 63. So it's simple, you can do that. But in class 3 you should have learned the box method to multiply. So let's do that. We have a box. We'll separate the price of kilograms first. So we will do 60 and 3. We will separate that and we will separate the price. So 10 and 2. First we will multiply 10 into 60, that is 600. Then we will multiply 10 with the 3, that is 3 into 10 is 30. Then we will multiply the 2 with the 60, that is 60 into 2, it is 120. Then 2 with the 3, that is 3 into 2 is 6. And then whatever answers we get, we will add them up. So we will add them 600 plus 120 plus 30 plus 6 is equal to 756. So for 63 kilograms of plastic, Dinu will give rupees 756. Is that clear? Now let us see how much she earned from the plastic. तो उसने प्लास्टिक से कितना कमाया? So Kiran bought the plastic for rupees 10. 1 kg she bought for rupees 10. And she sold 1 kg to Dinu for rupees 12. So how much money does she sell on 1 kg of plastic? Let's calculate that. So it's simple. What you will do is you will do rupees 12 minus rupees 10. So that is equal to 2 rupees. Now how much money she earns from 63 kgs? Simple. You will do 63 into 2. So 63 into 2 is 2 into 3 is 6. 2 into 6 is 12. So she earns 126 rupees from 63 kgs of plastic. So her profit was rupees 2 per kg. So for 63 kgs, you just multiply 2 into 63 and you will get the answer 126. Exercise B. Kiran sells 32 kg of iron. So how much money will Dinu pay for 32 kgs of iron? You can see in the rate card in the previous page that iron's price is rupees 14 and Kiran buys 1 kg of iron at rupees 12 and sells it to Dinu at rupees 14. So how much does she earn when she sells 32 kg of iron? So do that on your own. It's simple. Exercise C. What will Dinu pay for 152 kgs of newspaper? So let's see the price of the newspaper. It's rupees 6. So the rate of 1 kg newspaper is rupees 6. So the cost of 152 kgs of newspaper will be 6 into 152. So let's do the box method. Here you can see that Dinu is doing the box method. So we know that we have 6 rupees for the newspaper, and we will separate the 152 kilograms. We will separate the hundreds, 50s of the tens and 2s. So 100 into 6 is 600, 50 into 6 is 300, and 2 into 6 is 12. And then we will add up all the three to get the exact answer. So 600 plus 300 plus 12 is equal to 912 rupees. So Dinu paid rupees 912 to Kiran for 152 kgs of newspaper. In the image you can see Kiran is thinking that she bought 1 kg of newspaper for rupees 5 from people and then sold it to Dinu for rupees 6. So what profit did she make from 152 kilograms? This you will do on your own. We have already seen how to take the difference and you will multiply it with 152 and get your profit. Okay. Now exercise D. What does Dinu pay for brass? So let's see the price of brass. The price of brass is rupees 180. So Kiran has 4 kgs of brass with her. So let's see how much is that. Let's try and calculate. You will do the simple method is 180 into the simple method is 180 into 4. Okay. You can also do the box method. You will do this exercise on your own. Okay students, so let's do these exercises. First guess the answer and then calculate. So first you will guess the answer, you will write them down with a pencil and then you will do them properly in your rough notebook and see what answer you get. So let's see for exercise A what happens. We will draw a box. We have to do this multiplication in the box method. So you will separate the tens and ones. So we have 30 and we have 7 and then we have 10 and we have 8. So we'll multiply 10 with 30, we get 300. We will multiply 10 with 7, we get 70. We multiply 8 by 30, we get 240. We get multiply 8 with 7, we get 56. So we will add up all the sums, 300 plus 240 plus 70 plus 56. So the answer is 666. The answer is 666. We'll do sum number B now. Let's see what happens. So we have 45 into 24. So we'll break up 45, 40 and 5. We'll break up 24, 20 and 4. So let's multiply 20 into 40 first. That is 800. 20 into 5 is 100. We'll multiply by 4 now. 4 into 40 is 160 and 4 into 5 is 20. Let's add all those sums up. 800 plus 100 plus 160 plus 20. So the answer is 1080. The answer is 1080. I'll do one more sum with you. We'll do sum F. Okay, so that is 382 into 3. So we'll divide those sums. We'll separate the 380 and the 2 and we'll multiply it by 3. So 3 into 300 is 900. 3 into 80 is 240 and 3 into 2 is 6. We'll add those three sums, 900 plus 240 plus 600. So the answer is 1146. Okay students, the remaining sums you will do them on your own and I will discuss with you one day during your classes. So now students, on page number 67. So Kiran used to keep a diary to keep her accounts. So let's see what she does in the diary. So she used to fill her diary. So Kiran bought some junk from the junk collectors. So from people basically, she bought all that junk. She paid them 841 rupees. She sold the junk at Dinu's big shop and Dinu gave her these notes. So Dinu gave her 994 rupees for everything that she sold. So Dinu gave her 6 notes of hundreds, 7 notes of 20s, 8 notes of 5s, 4 coins of 1s, 3 notes of 50 and 6 notes of 10. So she made a diary and she calculated everything that she got. So you can see 6 notes of hundreds, that is 600, 3 notes of 50 is 150, 7 notes of 20 is 140, 6 notes of 60 is 60 rupees, 8 notes of 5 is 40 rupees and 4 coins of 1 rupee, that is 4 rupees. So the total of all that is 994 rupees. So that is the money that Dinu gave her. And Kiran bought all the plastic and garbage and other junk for 841 rupees. So how much did Kiran earn? So 994 rupees minus 841 is equal to 153 rupees. So Kiran earned rupees 153 rupees. Now let's continue. Okay students, let's do one more example. So Kiran paid 919 rupees to the junk collectors from where she bought the junk. When she sold the junk, she got these notes from Dinu. So let's see the total of all the money that she got from Dinu. So she has 5 notes of 100 equal to 500, 1 note of 50 equal to 50, 9 notes of 20 equal to 180, 18 notes of 10s is equal to 180 and 20 coins of 5 is equal to 140. So you will do the total of all that and the total comes to 1050 rupees. So Dinu gave her 1050 rupees. Now how much did she earn from all this? Let's see. So 1050 minus 919. So 919 is the money she paid to other people to get this junk. So the answer is 1050 minus 919 is equal to 131 rupees. So she earned 131 rupees. Okay students, so this is the end of your chapter.